Hi, I'm Dr. Burkenstock, owner of Skin Body Health in Mandeville, Louisiana and New Orleans, Louisiana. We are also licensed in Alabama and Florida, and we serve on a telemedicine or Zoom basis across the United States. Our practice mainly consists of anti-aging, skin, weight loss, DNA, and hormone or sexual health. So if you've missed any of our previous webinars, we speak to you guys every other week, usually on a Wednesday. You can go to our YouTube channel, Dr. Burkenstock's Skin Body Health. All of our previous webinars on weight loss, skin care, anti-aging, vitality, health, sexual recommendations, libido problems, andropause, menopause can be found there, as well as some of our older videos on COVID. So if you're like many of us, we're sort of coming back out of the pandemic and getting back into life. So if somebody's watching this YouTube video a few years from now, they're going to shake their head and go, oh my God, was that a nightmare? I guess sort of like the people during the Depression did, or maybe after the Depression in the early 30s, oh my God, we're so glad that's gone. So without further ado, tonight we're going to be talking about Jumpstart Juice. We've talked about it briefly on some of our other videos, but Jumpstart Juice is one of our proprietary products, and it's just wonderful to accompany any diet or weight loss plan. Of course, we base our DNA and weight loss plan on your genes and your DNA. So we base our diet on how you're built and how we can best help you. How to tell you to exercise properly, to burn fat the quickest based on your muscle types, slow fast, slow switch fibers, fast twitch fibers, or whether you're a 50-50 combination. We also find out via your DNA whether you're made for high protein, moderate protein, low protein, as well as high carb, moderate carb, low carb, as well as high fat, moderate fat, low fat. And believe it or not, there's a million different body types when you juggle all three of those variables. And it's so important that you eat for the way you're built and that you actually drink for the way you're built. For example, I'm built for 12 cups of water a day based on my DNA. So therefore, if I go with the general 8 cups of water a day recommendation, I am going to be dehydrating myself and I won't lose as much weight. It'll just get caught up in the tissue because the salt will retain too much of the water. On the other hand, there may be someone twice my size and weight that only is recommended 8 glasses of water a day. Of course, more is always fine, but less will definitely interfere with your weight loss goals. The third parameter on our DNA weight loss plan is actually to do with the brain. There are approximately 7 genes that we currently test for. I believe it may even be up to 8 now in the brain parameters that tells us whether you've got a habit or a mutation. So for example, there's a GLUT2, G-L-U-T2 receptor, and that GLUT2 receptor, if you've got that mutation, you crave sweets like there's no tomorrow. So it's really not your fault. But we have to block that with natural herbs and supplements so that you're not pushing forward on that craving. One easy thing, if you've got a GLUT2, not habit, but mutation, magnesium will absolutely thwart some of those glucose or sugar cravings. And it can be not just in the form of sugar like candy bar sugar or alcohol sugar or even sugar in your coffee. It may be not even known that you're indulging on breads and pastas and rice and can't get enough of it. And it's that GLUT2 in the brain, a mutation that's causing all of this. So whether you're doing our weight loss plan, which is an absolutely home run, because we base it on your DNA, you may be on another diet plan, and you may have done well with a little bit of diet and exercise on whatever you're doing. However, you may hit that ungodly plateau. Bam! You were doing so well, you were so excited, you were motivated to continue with eating well, exercising, you had a new plan going, then all of a sudden that scale doesn't move. That scale, or it may even go back a pound or 2 up. And oh my God, it's over. I failed again. Well, then just have the donut. Just do this. Instead of doing that, the plateau breaker for any diet plan, Weight Watchers, keto, protein, whatever, body beach, whatever one it may be, the answer is jumpstart juice. I created this proprietary blend with spelt grape to increase energy and burn fat. It's got prebiotics. The prebiotics or the fertilizer for probiotics. Probiotics and prebiotics together enhance the integrity of a leaky gut. You may have heard the word leaky gut syndrome. It's sort of something that's kind of been in the news. But whether or not you have, it's a real thing. And due to processed foods like salami, ham, turkey, by any of the maker, the delis in the food store, or anything in a box like Kellogg's cereals, or not just picking on Kellogg's, all of them. Once you get those processed foods in the body, or Velveeta cheese, or most of the other cheeses, not say all, most of the other cheeses, you're getting a tremendous amount of processed food. You're getting xenoestrogens and other bad processed chemicals that deteriorate the gut. When we deteriorate the gut, then the vitamins leach out, we get a leaky gut, and all that can get through are the bad bacteria and yeast. The good bacteria and yeast float on down and get out of the transit in the bowel and eventually into the toilet. So when we repair the gut with prebiotics, vitamins, minerals, spelt grape, and we've also got a little bit of cayenne pepper in there, which burns the fat and not tasteable, chock full of vitamins and minerals. We're going to absolutely help you burn fat. We're going to have two of our guests on tonight. One actually has known me for years and actually works with me. And another is a client. And both of these have had wonderful success with our product. We've got many, many more. On our YouTube channel, and you can see a whole stream full of testimonials of people that did so well on our Jumpstart Juice that they're proud to tell their story. You can lose up to 10 pounds in 3 days on Jumpstart Juice. You're not hungry, you eat your own food. The more you eat, the more you lose. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in one of my partners in crime, Lisa. All right, Miss Lisa. Hey. So Lisa's not only a dear friend of mine, she's also been working in our clinic since she came to me for some of her health issues way back in 2013. And way back then, due to some of chronic situations that were going on, come on in, Lisa, with her health, she was put on a lot of different medications for her health conditions that sort of put on a lot of unexpected weight. And it can happen. It can happen with steroids. It can happen with rheumatoid medications. It can happen, there's a whole host of medications out there that sort of lead to weight gain. And at some point, we've got to stop the gravy train and get back on track, because it's going to make any health condition worse. So, without further ado, Lisa, I'll just let you say just a couple words, if you don't mind, your words about Jumpstart Juice.
It's great. This is one of the best products. If you're going to start a weight loss plan of any kind, this is one of the best and healthiest way you can get a good jump start on a weight loss plan. It's great, as Dr. Burkenstock was saying earlier, for plateaus, any kind of issues like that. But the best thing about it is that you can eat on it. You eat plenty. It sounds crazy, but it's specific what you eat, but you eat a lot. So you're not starving. It's not just one of those juices where you just do juice and only juice. You get to eat on this. And in 3 days, 6 to 12, 10 pounds comes off. We've had several.
We've had several clients at 15, but we don't claim that.
We can't claim that, but that's not everybody. But at least 6 to 10 pounds you will get off in 3 days, and that's a lot of weight loss. The good thing about it is it doesn't come back. It is, of course, it's a lot of fluid. Fluid comes out, but it flushes out bad fat. That's what's good about this juice. It's literally flushes out bad. You can't do it all the time. People want to do it all the time because it tastes good and it's fun to do because you can eat.
Yes,
it's a diet plan where you can eat, and the more you eat, you lose. Crazy, but it can only be done. We only like you to do it every 14 days because first of all, you'd be losing a lot of weight fast, and we don't want you to do that. What we want you to do is learn how to eat. Learn how to eat correctly. So this is a quick start, and it's really good because it stays off.
Lisa, do you remember the first time you did touch that screen? When the first time you did it, do you remember what you lost when you did it?
Absolutely. I do. I'm one that I'm pretty, every time I do it, because sometimes I get really bad and I eat bad. So every time I do it, I get 8 pounds. Every time I do it. So when you're eating pretty bad, in the beginning, it will get off, more. And we have another little plan that we use in the middle of the plan for plateau break, because it's a little different, but you still eat on it. And that'll get you 3 to 4 pounds when you want to plateau break. And that's still good, if you want to do that in 3 days. So it works. It works. It does what it's supposed to do, and that's the main thing. I like it in weight loss because it helps people get through things, and that's our passion.
Yes, yeah. Then we want to help people. That's what we're here for. We've had clients that have started on our weight loss program way back in 2013, and still today, they've kept off their weight they lose. Zamara, Billy, Mr. Charlie. They were actually testimonials that were on with us over the several weeks that would be on our YouTube channel when we talked every week over 8 weeks about DNA weight loss and the Jumpstart juice and how they blend together. The beauty of it all is, not for everyone, you're going to have those occasional people that unfortunately get caught back up in their trap of the way they were eating or the bad habits that they had. But by and large, if you let us teach you how to eat, you let us show you how to break plateaus, we can get you there and we can keep you there. And you're going to have a lifelong success to skinny success.
Yes, and this is one of the keys. When people do, one of the things that's good about this also is when you do sometimes put on 2 or 3, 4, 5 pounds sometimes, and you'll hear from a testimony coming up. You can always come back, grab this juice and get that 5 pounds off. And don't play.
And that's a big deal.
Don't play. Get that 5 or 10 pounds off, and that's what it's here for. That's another reason why it's here.
Thank you, Lisa, so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you for coming on. I so appreciate you.
You bet.
So, I do, as a sidebar, I do have ladies that just want to get in that little black dress on the weekends. So, if that's you,
That's good.
We don't want you to get on an amphetamine. They'll come and ask me for a little Adipex or a little weight loss pill. And I said, don't do that. That's so harmful to the body. Even a prescription fluid pill, you're going to jack up your kidneys and really aggravate them, and it's just not necessary. If you did the Jumpstart Juice Cleanse and wanted to get into that little black dress for a ball or a Christmas party or a wedding or an occasion, you can lose those 3 to 5 pounds, boom, in 3 days. And you can keep it off. That's the beauty of Jumpstart Juice. A lot of people ask me questions like, can I do it if I were pregnant or nursing? Well, we don't ever want to recommend anything to anybody that's pregnant or nursing. But once that part is over, come on over to us and we'll help you through this. If you're a diabetic, of course, talk with your doctor first. But in our clinic, yes, our diabetics are on Jumpstart Juice. And they do just fine. But we monitor them closely. And so, again, we would never recommend that without you talking to your personal physician. Lots of people ask us, is it gluten-free? Absolutely gluten-free, GMO, no genetically modified products in our Jumpstart Juice. It's got vitamins, it's got juices, no high fructose corn syrup, and no added sugars. It's a great product. It's got the proprietary blend of spelt grape, which burns fat, gives us energy. Cayenne pepper burns fat, gives us energy, and the other parts of the proprietary blend that are absolutely a home run to beating down that plateau or starting us on a weight loss plan when that body doesn't want to give up. And when we say plateau, we hope everybody understands what that exactly means. It's sort of like a thermostat, an air conditioning thermostat on your wall. If it's always set to 72, then the air is going to come back to 72. So if it gets too hot or if it gets too cold in the middle of the night, it's going to stop and always go right back to that 72. Well, once your body gets used to being a certain adult weight, it may not be your good adult weight. It may be adult weight that's got you into the overweight or even obese range. That thermostat's going to fight you. So when you go and you initially diet, you go, oh my goodness, I'm eating rabbit food, say if you want one of those plans. Or I'm exercising like a maniac, say you want one of those plans. Or you were combinating the two and you weren't making any movement. What is going on? Well, the body goes into stress, it increases cortisol, free fatty acids, and makes fats to maintain that weight. Why would it do that? It thinks you're a caveman. The body doesn't know it's not in the caveman days. Therefore it thinks, oh my God, no tigers or bears to eat, no berries on the trees, must be cold dead of winter. Don't burn fuel. Don't burn fuel. So what we have to do is shock the thermostat. We have to change that thermostat down so we can lose the weight. Jumpstart Juice is your way to change the thermostat and lose the weight. Can you exercise on Jumpstart Juice? Yes, you can. You just have to make sure you're eating more of those items that are allowed on the Jumpstart Juice sheet. And look, it's not a 3-month sin, boys and girls. We're talking about 3 days, 72 hours. You get a whole list of foods you can eat. Hard-boiled eggs, chicken breasts, all kinds of different vegetables. And you're really not hungry. It's a really good deal. So I'm going to ask a gentleman that's been with us for a while now, Mr. Grant. Mr. Grant, would you step up and tell us your weight loss story, if you don't mind? Here we go with Mr. Grant.
What do you want to know?
Tell us how you began and how Jumpstart did for you, and any setbacks you had and how you recovered from that.
Well, it first started when my daughter was getting married. And I went to, saw Lisa, and they gave me this. And I think, unfortunately, I started it at the same time of the wedding. So I really didn't lose any weight that first time, like 3 pounds at most.
So 3 pounds in the middle of a wedding.
Right.
Did you eat wedding cake?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, he did.
I ate everything.
He ate
He
cake.
ate everything.
I average, since I've done it, other times I've lost like 5 pounds, 7 pounds, usually around 7 pounds is what I'll lose on
In 3 days?
In 3 days.
Okay. Good.
Without starving myself for it.
Yeah. Were you comfortable on Jumpstart Juice? Did you feel weak or dizzy?
No, it doesn't do that. I think it's more of the thing. It's kind of like you sip it, and I think because it tastes good. So sometimes you want to do more than sip it. It tells you to sip it, but sometimes you want to like drink it like it's a drink, but just sip it. I mean, because it tastes good. It's actually not.
Not bitter. It's good.
Yeah,
It's sweet.
it's not like most diet drinks that you get and you go like, ooh.
Right.
This tastes like the cardboard that the box came in. You know.
Okay, so you've done Jumpstart Juice a few times now, and each time it breaks your plateau and gets you back on track,
Yeah.
and you're losing a little bit of weight each time.
Yeah, and the good thing
Right.
is that it doesn't really come back. I mean, it comes
The
back
weight.
a little. You know, you can gain weight, I guess, but
Oh, if you
as long
really
as-
fight it.
Yeah, but under this thing, if you just did this, that would be great because But like you said, I think you want to do more than just eat raw meat all the time and raw vegetables. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, and we wouldn't want anybody to live on Jumpstart Juice. But what we do is packed with an enormous amount of vitamins and minerals so that on those days when you're cleansing, unlike other cleanses, you're not drained and your vitamins aren't falling and you're not perhaps challenging some of your organ systems because you're out of vitamins and minerals. They're there. They're there at 200, 300, and 400% in addition to the fat burners. And when you do that with the good healthy foods that we recommend, 3 days only, boys and girls, you're going to lose weight, you're going to break the plateau, and then you can rejoin any weight loss program or go back to your maintenance for life program that you may be on to have a home run success. Thank you, Grant, so much. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you coming on.
So there's this big old board over here.
There's a big old board up there. So, Grant, wait, one more thing. How much weight total have you lost with us?
I think about 15, 16 pounds.
15, 16 pounds. Congratulations. That's
Thank
great
you.
for your heart and soul. We appreciate that. Okay, so please like and share this video and any of our others. When you like and share any of our videos, we're going to give you a complimentary bottle of zinc this week. This week also, we've got in our store, skinbodyhealth.com, it's in the link below, description in the link below, to our product store, and in the website, skinbodyhealth.com. And there, what you will find is the Jumpstart Juice. We have a promotion going on. 2 for $120, and that will be all the way through July 30th. So getting you through your July 4th and other celebrations and your vacations, we want to set you up to win. So 2 for $120. We normally retail this at $100, so that's a half price savings or so for you. If you've missed any of our previous webinars, please go back to our YouTube channel, Dr. Burkenstock Skin Body Health. Please like and share. We're happy to give you free items. We're going to give Zinc Prime, which is an absolute wonderful fat burner, good for prostate health, penile health, great for immunity, great for hair regrowth and skin, and also when you've got enough zinc, it keeps that metabolism going and you can burn fat quickly and more efficiently. As always, we thank you for tuning in. We're on every other Wednesday, and I'm going to answer any questions at this time.
Is this safe for people with IBS?
It is perfectly safe for people for irritable bowel syndrome, and because it's got prebiotic in it, which is the fertilizer for probiotic, it's actually helping to balance the gut. If you get anybody, unless you've got some sort of contraindication, which I can't think of anyone immediately offhand, but they could be. For most people, especially those with irritable bowel syndrome, I would say get on a prebiotic, and I love probiotics. And I love live probiotics while you're doing the juice, while you're doing any weight loss plan, and while you're just living life, because it's so important to keep the integrity of the gut. And there's so many things in our foods, in our environment, fighting, even our water, fighting against the integrity of our intestinal gut every single day. So I recommend, we've got the live probiotics, which are refrigerated, and because of that, you're getting the live, just like you wouldn't go fishing with a dead worm. You'd go to the store and you'd get the live worms out the cabinet and you'd throw that out and you'd get yourself a big old healthy fish. You wouldn't use a dead worm because it's not going to catch anything. Same thing with the probiotic. I highly recommend the live ones. The ones that are manufactured, it's not there's absolutely no potency, but if you look at the ones on the shelf, most of them will say blank milligrams of lactobacillus or whatever other good bacteria and gut yeast, and it'll say the words when manufactured, W-H-E-N, when manufactured. Well, I'm glad it had that much when it was manufactured, but what about today? With integrity and honesty, every day it's on the shelf, every day it's losing some potency because it's not live anymore. So the day you buy it, how much of those thousands or millions of that lactobacilli or other good bacteria are still in that product? When you get a live refrigerated product, the potency is stable, the potency is going to be there, and you're going to get the good bacteria and gut yeast and such that you paid for. In here we've got the prebiotic. Prebiotic is the fertilizer for the probiotic to ensure and upregulate gut health, stomach health, and it does not have to be refrigerated. But you marry this with the refrigerated probiotic and you've got a home run Superman moon. A lot of people tell me that they've heard that the body cleanses itself. Well, and to an essence it does, but when you have an excess of toxins in the body, you need to give your body a break. That's why when you get blood work, some people will see an increase in liver enzymes or strained kidney or other little things, and they come and go. So eventually over time, yes, the body can rid of the toxins, but while they're there, you're going to increase cortisol, increase fatty acids, and increase fat. So get rid of those toxins. Do a cleanse, whether it's to get into that little black dress, or whether it's to reinitiate a diet plan, or to break a plateau. Get on Jumpstart Juice. It's a great cleanse. No uppers, no amphetamines, no diet pills, no caffeine in it. It's all natural and it can serve you well. If we can help you in any way, we're happy. Give us a call or email us info@skinbodyhealth.com. That's info@skinbodyhealth.com, or give us a call 504-888-2829. We're happy to serve you in any way. Thank you for your participation. We'll see you in 2 weeks on Wednesday.